Okay, so this is Mike over here. Mike is a dev.
Hello.
He makes YouTube videos about programming and cinematography. You can go check out his channel. We're reviewing portfolios today. You know, 2 pairs of eyes is better than 1. And then we were going to set a timer because that's what you get in HR. You get about 3 or 4 minutes of their time looking at your portfolio, deciding if they want to move forward. So we're going to set a timer for each portfolio and we're going to give our best critiques that we can, and hopefully this helps you guys out. I'm gonna click start.
I can't scroll to go to the next page, so I have to go to the button on the side and go to the next page, you know?
I'm not really sure what to do here when there's a weird pixelated 3D box floating around, and then if you mouse over the letters, there's the weird hover effect that I don't think I don't know, it's kind of novel. Let's look at your work experience. I should have seen this on the first page, but okay, so yeah, it's like sliding a book, which is, I guess it's kind of cool. I would prefer just to have them listed out, but you do have the code and the view project. So let me view the project. This is taking a while to load. I think you should lazy load. If you're gonna load from an API, you give me that lazy load. At least load the page. Don't make me sit there the entire time. I'd rather have these load in one at a time than just have to sit and wait. You have a nice documented project and a GitHub, which is super nice.
When you go to the Secret Family Recipe Cookbook project and click the code button, what are you getting redirected to? I'm just getting redirected to github.com.
Yeah, I'm getting asked to log into GitHub. Yep, that's a bug. Gotta fix the bug. We got LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Please remove your Facebook. Oh, the Facebook page is broke, so I would remove that in general.
Could a company legally ask for a Facebook page?
I mean, they can ask and you can legally say no.
Oh, on your GitHub you have your age. I don't know if you want to keep that there.
Remove your age then.
He's 18 years old, which is also, they could be like, you know, take him less seriously.
The age, 4 minutes is up. Let's do a little retrospective here. What do you think could be improved, Mike?
I don't see much about him other than the generic, like, I like the code on the front page. I would rather just see his project. I don't like how I have to go through pages. I'd rather just scroll quickly and just like scan the whole thing. The less clicks, the better. They look good.
It's just got too many clicks. Remember, the more clicks you make me do as an HR person, the more I have to figure out how to operate your site, the less chance I have to actually look at what you can do.
Remove that hover over text stuff, because some people like to read with their mouse and that can be really annoying, you know?
Fair critique. Second project, reset, start the timer.
Feels like a lot of reading now, like when you have the whole thing zoomed out.
It's not, I don't really know what I'm looking at. I get you're going for the GitHub look. You have the contributors, documentation, maintained, yes. It's just taking me a second to figure out what it is I'm looking at.
Well, there's no pictures. It's you're forced to read through everything. Most HR probably don't use GitHub, so they don't actually know what this is. So they might just be confused.
He has his API deployed and his web app deployed, so that's good. And then you have a link to the repo, which is also awesome.
They're clean projects. You should definitely put screenshots of these.
I agree. Screenshots with the description of these projects.
I would change the domain name, to be honest.
So the Twitter account looks very professional. We'll let that one go. If it was like a personal Twitter account and there's just memes everywhere, I would say take it off. But if it's keep it professional, hey, great. LinkedIn, GitHub, that works. Yeah, I think that I have enough here. I can see everything I need to, and I would put this in the moving on. I don't know. I think I'm pretty much good. 1 minute 36 seconds left. Yeah, I think I'm good. I would definitely put this in the let's follow up.
And I feel like it's too much. Like, think about it from an HR perspective, or for someone who's screening this. You know, getting into this with all these colors and all these words but 0 pictures, it just doesn't grab my attention. I kind of feel like I want to close it and go read something else.
This could be remedied by making 2 columns instead of just 1 long column. 2 columns, or remove some projects. You have a lot of projects. It's a lot of scrolling. I'd put as much information horizontally across the page as you could. You
can take the project section and actually just turn them into like 3 like cubes next to each other. I don't know if that's what you meant, Josh. But then it wouldn't be so long. Because if you zoom out.
Yeah, so this, okay, I got you. Yeah, so I think.
You see what I'm saying?
But I think overall, it's enough information for me to be like, yep, I have everything I need here. I mean, I would probably pick the ones you're particularly proud of and then make it just a row with 3 columns and then just remove the rest.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of good stuff here, and I checked out his LinkedIn and he's got a lot of jobs and stuff on there that can help him.
I'm about to start the timer and the discover button doesn't do anything. And then there's a huge amount of scroll that you have to get to the my recent work. So the first thing that you're pointing my attention to is discover with the little hovering carrots there. And it makes me want to click, but when I click, it doesn't take me anywhere. So I would just delete this section probably as a whole, and then now you have I'm a designer, my recent work. I don't know if the animation for my recent work hovering is necessary.
When you click the contact page, does the whole thing change for you?
Yeah, I get like a simple little contact form.
Yeah, but look at like the nav bar.
If I go back to projects, then it brings me back. This is the stylistic change is not consistent.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why you need a separate page load to have this contact form, unless this is probably just embedded for some website that you're using. This is an emailmeform.com builder. I guess you'd have to spend some time to style this to fit your aesthetic for the rest of it, but
there's no like code or hosted button. It's just whichever one he chose. Like if you click on the dinid.gq.
So this is latest uploads, lets you download the latest movies, learn more.
I would totally redo this my recent work section. I'd get rid of these logos and replace them with screenshots of the apps and make sure the screenshots look very intriguing, like someone wants to click on them, because these logos are cool, but they're not. I want to see a picture of it.
Yeah, I need links to the code or the hosted version.
The block thing is cool.
The Medium article.
Well, I mean, like the actual like HTML of it is cool. He's got his Instagram and Facebook on here. I don't know if he wants to
and
do
Google
that.
Plus. You don't need Google Plus. Oh, it actually doesn't link anywhere. Google Plus doesn't go anywhere. It takes you back. Facebook. Take Facebook off. Don't. No. If it's. Oh, all right. What pile are you putting it in? Are you putting in let's follow up, or maybe, or it needs work?
I want to say let's follow up. Like you got to make it like eye candy and like, oh wow, that's really cool. And click.
So one thing I would say to that, if you're gonna make it like eye candy, you can see the aesthetic of that website. You gotta keep things consistent. Your contact form didn't match the aesthetic of your main page. If you're gonna go with that, so I probably put it in the maybe 4-minute timer for Armin. 3, 2, 1.
First thing I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Get them out of here. This is for a job. They don't need your social media.
Scroll down. We see skill sets. We have proficiency level. I don't know what excellent means. I don't know what skillful means. I don't know where the line between mastered and skillful and excellent are. There are no vertical bars telling me. I still don't know what mastered means. This is so subjective. Please remove this entire section. Just what if they were looking for someone who had mastered jQuery? Well, you just eliminated yourself. Whereas if you hadn't put that, they would say, this is what we need you to do with jQuery. And they'd say, can you do it? And you'd be like, oh yeah, of course I can do that. But who knows what skillful means? Who knows what excellent means? I don't know. This is so vague, dude. Take these skill levels off. I know it probably looks cool, but this means different things to different people, and you're literally eliminating yourself for no reason. So you have 2 columns, and your little a few things about me here is aligned to the left, and your other picture is aligned to the right. I think that you should have center kind of odd. There's a hard line right here, so you should probably change that background picture to be no repeat. But down here, you have CSS3 mastered, so I don't know what's going on with that.
There's 3 projects, but they're like taking the space of 4.
Yeah, we have this odd empty white space gap here with nothing in it, and then this one over here that's aligned. So I imagine there's actually 2 columns. Let me inspect the page. Projects. Nope, it's just a div. A bunch of links that... Oh man. And then why work with me? There's also random white space. Whether it's a new programming language or framework or musical instrument, I just love the feeling of diving into exploring new topics. Okay, talk about this in your cover letter and why this matters to the company. I spend most of my days taking my craft to another level. What does that mean? What does another level mean? Does this mean you taking it from skillful to excellent? Like, does that mean what does that mean? I build most of my projects from scratch in order to bring a unique experience and show my creativity. There's no need to build stuff from scratch unless it's an absolute requirement or some new intellectual property that they're developing from the ground up. You got to be practical in the world of development. You got deadlines, you got budgets, you got customers to appease. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna build it from scratch. No, it's all about boom, interrupted by the timer. 4-minute timer's up, so
Okay.
move on, maybe or no.
I'm gonna say no, just because the alignment isn't very good, and you would assume that to be something that a developer should know going into a job, right? And also, like, you have excellent on HTML or mastered on HTML, but your page isn't aligned. You know what I mean? So that doesn't like balance. Something's up.
Well, and the top image has duplicate image in it randomly on the upper right portion of it. The skill section is very subjective. You don't have a link to your code. You don't have a link to the hosted version. You just have pictures. And then your description about yourself is just too much.
Client feedback is the last thing we see. Like that should be at the top, right? If a client is saying he had a good experience working with you, don't you want that at the top?
And then the social media buttons, Instagram, Facebook's got to go. You can leave Twitter because that's easier to be professional on, but like I don't want to see your gym workout routine, and I don't want to see the foods that you make, and figure out if they want to work with you in the job, and when you meet the team and stuff, don't give them stuff that gives them prejudgments about you that they don't need to know.
Exactly.
3, 2, 1. We're looking at Joshua Chan. Okay. It just looks like a tabbed resume. Experience. This is a resume. Key skills and strengths. This should be the first tab. Key skills and strengths. And then the next one should be projects. If I go to projects, you have MotoMart. If I click on it, does it take me? It takes me to an image. That's kind of disappointing. I wish this would have taken me to a demo of it. And then also a link here for the code.
The demo is that like arrow in the box next to it, I think, but it takes a really long time to load. I would definitely fix that.
It's a Malaysian domain, so from us.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's some serious UX. This little arrow next to it looks like it's part of the link. As you can see, I didn't think twice. I just clicked on the word that was underlined. I didn't click on this arrow. Oh, this one is broken. The second one.
I would make a video of you using that app and talking about it and then post it, because I'm not going to download it right now, and the link won't even work because we're probably not in Malaysia. It's probably limited to Malaysia or something like that. Definitely make a video, show how the app works, all the animations and motion graphics and whatever. Make it, like Josh said, a bunch of timestamps. Is there code? There's no code, right?
No code either, so I'm just having to take your word for it that this exists. Could be a Heroku or something. Warcraft 3, if I go here, what is that? Hive Workshop.
Actually looks cool.
So you have some mods, that's kind of neat. Wait, hold on.
Where's the paper?
The papers tab, and then you mouse over this link here, and then I guess it links you to a paper about DNA mixtures and computational biology and chemistry, which is not related to development at all. First thing I'm going to try to do is go back to your projects and see if there's something called MotoMart and UDrive, see if I can look at that. Do you have any repos for MotoMart and UDrive? No, it's UPush. There's UPush, but UPush, the actual version doesn't. It's a landing page that is Bootstrap plus Typekit with no real.
Yeah, you definitely need screenshots of your apps because there's so many of them, and make better screenshots for the ones you want people to click on, so you can force your traffic.
We're done. Move forward, maybe or no pile. I'm gonna say no because there's just too many things that are broken. Don't have any screenshots, domains are broken, I can't get to the code, the layout, you have papers that aren't really related to anything that you're doing, don't have a way for me to find the code. You do have some that are hosted, which are cool, which would give you points, I think, to put you in the maybe pile, but I don't want to see your resume when I first load the page. I want to see your projects and what you can do, and I have to go 3 tabs over to figure out what that is first. Yeah, so as of right now, I'm going to have to put it in the no pile.
I would put it in the no pile just because I feel like I'm reading a resume right now. There's no pictures, the links are a bit weird. Like it just feels like I'm holding a resume in my hand, reading through it. Your portfolio should be something where you could be a bit creative and put colors and things like that, where this doesn't feel like that. It feels plain, like a resume. It shouldn't be. It should be a little bit more like he puts his favorite colors and puts some animations that he likes and parallax or whatever, he takes it to a certain style, which I don't see here.
Okay, so here we go. Last one of the video. We got Thorben 4-minute timer, 3, 2, 1. Start button doesn't work. Email button opens email. Can I move the buttons around? So I can't actually drag the desktop icons around. About me opens a window. I can't drag the window around. Lambda, if you want to find out more about me, GitHub, resume, LinkedIn. I would have GitHub, resume, and LinkedIn as desktop icons instead of making me open this to figure out where those are. Because what happens if I never click the about me and I'm immediately looking for these other links that you have hidden away? Projects.
I would definitely say that this project, as cool as it is, it feels like it's in alpha stage. Like a lot of the features are missing that you would expect. I'm being a little picky, but
desktop icon doesn't work at all. It's not even clickable. But
your start button like an inch high?
Yeah, it is. It's not totally responsive. There is this bar here at the bottom. You are correct, yeah. But you can isolate the windows. If you open up projects and about me, you can isolate projects and you can isolate about me, and you can open them both up at the same time. The only thing that's missing here, does the minimize work? Hey, minimize works.
The about me page isn't very lined up. That's what I mean when it looks like alpha. like an alpha stage game or whatever.
The button widths are all different.
Yeah.
Contact me. Well, hello, I'm the question bot. No, don't do the question bot. Don't make me sit here and wait for this to type out. That's not good. And now you're giving me options, front and back end teams, quit. I don't know what I'm looking at. I just want to see if I can find the app. Yeah, there's got to be a way to like accelerate this if I hit enter or something like that. Thorben Bender is the picture. Yeah, this is really nice. Something like this with your app on the left and your description of it on the right. The thing with these images inside of your portfolio is that they're pixelated here. Oh yeah, open your inspector and then look at the space at the bottom. It's not.
Also, his GitHub isn't aligned with the website or questions. There's like a bump.
Yeah, that's true. The text isn't. Okay, that's it. We're 4 minutes in. So the first initial thought I have is yes, I would move forward with this. I would give you a call just because of the nostalgia factor. I don't really care about the bugs, but you caught my attention enough, and you have some good-looking apps. The actual portfolio, there's some stuff with it, like that space at the bottom, or the pixelated images, or I can't drag the windows around. But I would ask you that in the interview. I'd be like, so are you working on the rest of this? How far are you going to take this app? Stuff like that, which would make me want to talk to you and give me something immediately I can talk to you about. So I'd put you in the yes pile.
I would say let's interview this guy. It's interesting because I looked through his projects, and that's what made me say, oh wow, he actually made really nice projects. But when I was on his portfolio, I felt like it was a poorly executed version of Windows XP or whatever. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like, it feels like if he fixes those bugs and makes it a bit more responsive, then it would be really cool.
I think the reason that it works is because people know how to use Windows machines. And so you know to click on stuff to open the folder, and then to click on the folder inside the folder, and then you can get to the files, and then you click on the files and you open it. Whereas if you have some of these other portfolios we looked at, we don't know where to go or what to do. It's the first time we've ever seen your website. This natively, well, almost, natively nested desktop here. I know where to go in and click on stuff and find stuff. So that was easy for me. Even though it was unique and different, I knew what to do.
It's also just different. It doesn't look like a resume.
Yeah, it made me click around more than I wanted to, and I would have kept clicking around regardless of the 4-minute timer. How accurate is it? We would all nerd out a little bit. All right, Mike, thank you for spending your time doing this with me. I think we had a good collaboration. We should do a podcast, but here's your 15 minutes of fame, Mike. Tell them what's going on in your world.
All right, I make programming videos. I teach people how to code. I make cool projects, random things. I make short films, and I actually know how to focus my camera.
Wow, that was a low blow, Mike. Wow.
Maybe I should make a video on how to focus your camera.
We're never doing a video again.